So everyone likes a fried turkey for Thanksgiving, or some people never tried a fried turkey, which is very good. One of the key things you want to do before frying a turkey is pre-measure how much oil you will need. That way you don't have as much spill. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave the turkey still in the wrap before we marinate it. Pour some water in here until it covers the turkey. That way we'll know how much oil we need to fill before we actually start frying it. So let's do it. You always want it to cover the turkey, but only barely. So this is how much oil we're gonna need once we take this turkey out. Bigger the turkey, the less oil. Smaller the turkey, a little bit more oil is gonna be in here just to cover it. So as you guys can see, once the turkey is out, this is the level of oil we're gonna need to actually submerge the turkey when it's in. Once again, the water level, the oil is going to actually rise when the turkey's in here. So you can kind of see based on this lettering where you're going to need to actually put the oil up to. So we're going to memorize that right there. Alright guys, so we measured out how much oil we're going to need on the actual fryer. Now it's time to actually prep the turkey. So we took it out of the packaging. You want to take everything from the inside. If you see any trimmings hanging off, you can always take that off before actually marinating it. The best way to marinate it, of course, is going to be to inject it, put a rub on it, and let it sit for, I would say, 24 hours. So today we're going to be using a couple Cabela's seasonings. We're going to use a roasted garlic rub and a garlic butter and herb marinade that we're actually going to inject the turkey with. So let's get to seasoning. All right, once everything's injected, what I'm going to actually do is use some of this. So while it marinates for 24 hours, I'm going to use the actual injecting marinade and put it on this. That way the rub sticks. And you want to have a generous amount because once again, once it's in the fryer, it's just like putting something in water. The rub and the seasoning, a lot of it's going to come off. So you just want to let it penetrate overnight. That way all this magic will also marinate the inside. Alright guys, so now it's time to fry the actual turkey. So we got our frying oil here. We're going to be using the cottonseed oil here. They have blends, they have peanut. A lot of them are going to work. You want something with higher heat, boiling point kind of deal. You want to preheat it to about 375. That way when the turkey actually gets lowered into it, the temperature drops to about 350, and that's where you want to cook it about 3 to 4 minutes per pound. So ours is about an 11-pound turkey. And then you also want the internal temperature should be anywhere from 165 to 180 internal temperature. All right, so let's start filling. Just to show you some of the features, we filled up the fryer with the oil. We're about to light it up. A couple things you want to do before you actually light it up. So each fryer now has a built-in timer that in case something happens or if you forget, you don't burn anything down. There's actually a 15-minute timer now in every fryer that's going to shut it off automatically, just in case when you're done, it'll pretty much shut off after itself by itself in 15 minutes. That's going to be this here. Of course, you don't want to do that, but for safety, there's that. You're going to have your on and off switch right here on the red knob. So this is going to control how much gas is actually going in here. And of course, your propane is going to have its own open and closing nozzle here, which that's going to control how much is going through the regulator right here. So your regulator will control the amount of flame that's actually going. So if you need to raise the temperature, lower it, this is the knob you're going to be using. And once again, you have a 15-minute timer, so if you're frying the turkey, it's going to take you 45 minutes. You just got to make sure you reset that timer and you don't let the flame shut off on you. So you just got to make sure you check it every 5-10 minutes and reset the timer. All right, let's start frying. Guys, the oil is at 375, so it should be good to drop in. That way it can lower a little bit. We're going to do one last pat down on our turkey that's been marinating. Make sure it's 100% dry. Get any wet spots. And then we're going to start dropping it in. So the biggest thing with this, you want to stay away from the actual fryer, preferably longer sleeves. And once you start dropping it in, if it's boiling too much, all you have to do is just pick it up. Again, once you start dropping it, you don't like the way it looks, pick it up. But we're gonna drop it slowly and kind of let it get to temperature as we're dropping it. So you don't want to drop it all the way in right away. So as you see, I'm just dropping it little by little, getting all the good smells already. There we go. So we're almost 100% in. Sitting at 350. So we're gonna turn that down because we don't want to climb after 350. So we'll sit there. We have 38 minutes to go on this turkey. So let's start our timer. And once again, you want to do 3 to 4 minutes per pound. So this is a 10.5 pound turkey. So we're gonna do 38 minutes. We're gonna start the timer now.
Go.
All right, guys, the timer is done. So everything is turned off on the propane tank. The timer is still going. You can actually turn off the timer yourself, and you're gonna hear that. So we use cottonseed oil, so the smoking point is not like peanut oil. I'm gonna take this out. And I know it looks burnt, but it's actually all the rub that looks like that. Now we're just gonna let it rest for a couple minutes and cut it up.
He said, could I work here? But I have to leave at 3, so I was thinking maybe... Oh man, that's so tender, Alex. It's up to you. I don't know, she got that. Yeah. Oh, that looks
They
so
good.
Well, not to have any...
Fried turkey?
Oh, well, it's long.
Skin's nice and rough and salty. The meat shouldn't be as bad.
So what do you think?
Good.
Very good. Very good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. Wow.
So what do you think?
It's good. It's juicy though.
I know.